Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for the gold price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. This is the intraday for the gold to see what happened and what it might happen next. So today in the live stream, in the daily live stream, we saw of course that we might move towards the upside in a wave 3, 4 and a 5. And that because of course we are in a big ABC potentially here, zigzag or WX and a Y for a wave B, and that means we are in potential three waves corrective for a wave A. We are looking for a bigger three waves corrective for a wave B, and then we are moving towards the downside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? This is a very important question and very important to take a look what's going on inside this area. If we are in an impulse towards the upside, you would like to see, of course, a wave 1 unfolding. The wave 1 has to be, of course, 5 waves impulsive. If you start with the wave 1, 2, you would like to see, of course, wave 3 toward the upside. The wave 3 is already 5 waves given here perfectly as an impulse. However, the wave 4 has took the zone 1, which is invalidation, meaning there is no 1, 2 here. This is an ABC finished in a wave C, perfect wave C as an impulse, and looking, of course, at a wave B here or X in case you are an A, B, and a C, or in a W, X, and a Y. Basically, if we are in a W, X, and a Y, or an ABC, you would like to see in both case scenario kind of like impulsive wave. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is very possible. You have to be careful from the 1.05 here, of course, in case we take it as, of course, wave 5 in a wave B. This is the first common target for a wave B. I would say uncommon. The most common is taking the high even much higher. So basically, in case that we are in ABC, it might end up, of course, at 1.05 and dropping toward the downside, of course, guys, for a 1.38 here, taken, of course, from this high, which it might lower the targets much more to 3,000, 2,930. Of course, if we take the blue zone, which is higher, but in this case scenario, you would like to see, of course, a zigzag, A, B, and a C for a wave Y, W, X, and a Y in a zigzag, taking the wave B in this blue box, and then dropping towards downside again, of course, which it might, of course, here the target might be a little bit higher. It depends where we land as a stop. So by all means, guys, of course, we are looking for higher for the gold. We might take the all-time high. And of course, it might be very looking impulsive and bullish, but at the end, it's still a corrective trend, which it can be, of course, a corrective trend towards the upside, creation of an A, B, C expanding flat. Wave B, of course, it can be a typical zigzag and then simply moving toward the downside. Let's move inside it to see what's going on the micro levels. So we have, of course, here an impulse finish 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 1, you got, of course, a wave 2, which is a WX and a Y actually here. However, it doesn't matter. We bottomed exactly at the right fib levels, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, potentially and a 5 extended, or you have double 1, 2s. With those double 1, 2s, you have to be careful. You might have here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 that is still unfolding, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 finished, 4 and a 5 because you have double 1, 2. Possibilities. Which one is higher, which one is lower? Now, if we start to take a look, of course, at the wave 2, the wave 4 here looks okay, looks perfect. As alternation or as matching with the time, it looks perfect, okay? But if we take as this one, you can see that the wave 2 here is a little bit longer, of course, in time rather than this one, which is start to, of course, reduce the possibility that those are related, right? It is, of course, higher potential that this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is just one leg as an impulse. And that means it's going to finish your first wave 5 here. And you can expect one more wave corrective and one more wave 5, which it can lead to the 1.618 at 3,400. Okay, so let's put the labels, guys, for you to make it easier to read here. So this is what I'm looking at as, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. finishing a wave 5 and another 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5 to finish a wave 3, guys. Okay. And in this case scenario, I'm looking for a bigger wave 4, therefore, right? Here we go. So once you reach the 1.618, which is a perfect target for a wave 3, by the way, taken from the 1 to the 2, 3, you are looking therefore for a wave 5, a corrective, and then continuation towards the upside for a wave 5 in the brackets white scenario. Yep, so those are the potential scenarios for the gold. If you take, of course, this price, which is, of course, an invalidation of bullish. If you take this price, meaning the impulse toward the upside will be invalidated. Be careful. 1, 2, 3, you are in a wave 4. If wave 4 interfere with the zone 1, invalidation of the bullish scenario. And then, of course, dropping down. So be careful with it. 3,363. That was it for the gold. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.